Our next guest is your Rise affiliation leader, Shakedown. Welcome back to 2K TV, my man.
You know who it is. It's your boy Shake. Back at it again, man. Sitting here with my boy LD2K, ready to get this Rise versus Elite opportunity on the game. So let's get it.
Welcome, everyone. It's time for NBA action, coming to you live on this Saturday night. I'm Kevin Harlan with Greg Anthony and Richard Jefferson alongside. David Aldridge is with us. Now a look at Dallas's starting lineup. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Murray. And then there's Antetokounmpo. Then there's Murray. And it's Lively in at the 5 down low. And for San Antonio, Victor Wembanyama is out there with Durant. Then it's Cunningham. Then it's Williams. And it's Poole in at the shooting guard. And we know, Greg, most of the talk coming into this game focused on the front court matchup. A lot of talent in the low post here.
And, you know, a lot of times that means it'll come down to the rebounding battle. Whoever controls the boards will have a big leg up in the physical and mental aspect of this game.
Pass to Cunningham from downtown. It's hauled in by Giannis. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Mavericks. And it's Murray with the jam.
There's so little ego in Giannis's game. It's not about him out there. He wants to make the game easier for his teammates.
And just about a minute into the first quarter. The steal. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Shoots over Clarkson. Got a hand on it.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first win.
We've seen Durant really improve as a defender, using his impressive length to block shots.
Pass to Clarkson. Here's Lively.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. It uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
San Antonio's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Antetokounmpo. So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And Dallas gets called for the foul.
Boy, he is a behemoth in the paint. Once Williams establishes himself, you almost have to foul it.
And the first one drops. And once the team to beat in the West, Greg, San Antonio is trying to get back to that level.
Well, they have a great organization, top to bottom. They're smart and battle-tested. I believe these guys will find a way.
And both free throws good for Williams. Greg, what a remarkable run from the Dallas Mavericks in that 2010-11 NBA season.
And some say it's the toughest title any team has ever won. When you consider the juggernauts they took out, including the big three of the Miami Heat in the NBA Finals.
And the rejection by Antetokounmpo.
And there's the length of Giannis. Bad idea to even attempt to get that shot open. And they don't want to get in a habit of giving him open looks from 3. First quarter still, but not who you want to leave open.
Here's Clarkson. Drops it in from 14 feet away.
And the lack of effort to fight over the screen there makes that an easy shot.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You got to show some fire and keep defending.
And San Antonio calls the first time out of the game. Their last game, a win against Boston, looking to carry it into this one.
remarkable consistency from deep. You can't count on that every game, especially on the road.
Yeah, they just pummeled them from the perimeter. Did a nice job working the ball around and getting those high percentage looks.
Cunningham passes to Wembanyama. Lock at 6. KD against Murray. Durant, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. Durant's got 5 points so far.
Nice form and confidence from Durant. Not his first shot with minimal time left. Certainly not his last.
Cool with it, and it's Clarkson picking him up. And the rejection by Antetokounmpo. Here's Wembanyama. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham.
Showing he's more than just an interior threat. Wembanyama also possesses that reliable jump shot.
Outside, Antetokounmpo, and no one near Clarkson as he lets it go. Gets it from three-point range. Clarkson's got his second bucket of the night. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, it's blocked.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter. And the incredible reach of Wembanyama helping him knock away that one.
Here's Cunningham. KD against Murray. Back to Poole. Takes a 3. And the rebound goes to the Mavericks. On this matchup with the Spurs, it's their first meeting of the season.
Yeah, and they took care of business against this group last year, winning the season series.
His accuracy is on another level this quarter. Really high quality shooting.
Cunningham dishes it to Williams. Passes it to Durant. A 3-ball. Knocks down the 3-ball. KD's got a pair of threes now in the first quarter for San Antonio. And Dallas calls their first time out of the game. By this time of the season, I think it's fair, Greg, to say we know the identity of these teams. How much are you worried about record at this point if you're a player?
And Kevin, I wouldn't worry about record as much as I do camaraderie and execution. I also look at the schedule up to this point. How has the team fared against tough competition?
Some changes here for the Spurs. Ben Simmons comes in for Robert Williams. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Jordan Poole. Lowry kicks to Prince. And there's a whistle, and that's going to go on Simmons. That is his first foul of the game. Dallas making a switch here. Green's checked in.
Team foul. Mavericks substitution. Jalen Green.
Westbrook against Lowry. Westbrook with the block.
What a denial. Westbrook getting there with superb timing.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
And it's Green missing. And so Wembanyama will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. 3-point lead.
How about the vision by Wembanyama there? Always looking to get teammates involved.
Some tough offensive sets. They want to turn it around.
Yeah, right now you just need a bucket to get some momentum.
Lowry passes to Prince. Lowry deciding where to go with it here. Just 5 on the clock. Dallas needs to get off a shot. Stewart misses.
Had enough room to finish, and that's when he was usually made.
Here's Durant. It's rebounded by Dallas.
That was a good look for him from mid-range, but just couldn't make the defense pay.
Lowry against Westbrook. Prince in the corner. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
Here's a look at some stats for Kyle Lowry. How he performed last season. Last season chipped in 11 points per game, 5 assists and 4 rebounds. Yeah, he's been making the right decisions and letting the game come to him. Solid play all around.
Yeah, not playing outside himself, but finding lots of chances to do his thing and affect the game.
Back to Cunningham. And Cunningham with the slam.
And he can make some jaw-dropping plays. Cunningham loves to get to the 10 and finish with authority.
Lowry kicks to Prince. 1:07 left to play in the first. Busts the J after the KG pass fake. Spurs leading by 5. Cunningham passes to KD. And it's off from 3-point range. Dallas is gone. 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. Lowry again. It's Westbrook. Outside Lowry. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line.
Such a crafty player. Lowry excels at using his body to draw contact.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
Kyle Lowry. 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Lowry.
And you know, Lowry, the consummate floor general, his leadership on the court and in the locker room really brings this team together and makes them an effective unit.
Here's what San Antonio's going with right now. Maxi Kleber, he's checked in for Simmons. Dorian Finney-Smith comes in for Victor Wembanyama. And Miller's subbed in for Kevin Durant. That one is no good. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Westbrook passes to Miller. Over Lowry. They get the rebound. No good from Finney-Smith.
Outstanding work to send him away. They sniffed that one out.
Spurs foul. Cade Cunningham. First personal.
The Mavericks shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
At the line for the Mavericks, Jalen Green. Taking 2 shots.
Free throw drops for Green.
Very good from here. Green over 80% from the line.
And both free throws good for Green. Cunningham inside. Can't cash in on the 10-foot jumper. And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights for San Antonio. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Right back after this break. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Spurs?
Just cashing in on second chance opportunities. That's how they built this early lead.
When you're the more aggressive club, good things tend to happen. We'll see if they can maintain this level of intensity.
And the Mavericks with possession here. trailing by 2. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, now when their intensity on the offensive end was not matched by their opponent, that led to some easy buckets.
And on top of probably having the better talent, they never let up. Great effort, great win.
On the floor for Dallas, they've got Antetokounmpo. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Murray. Then there's Murray. And it's Lively in at the 5 spot. Outside, Antetokounmpo. Trying to come right back with the 3 of his own, but it's no good. Lively the pass to Murray. Tries again. He takes it up and lays it in.
Oh, tough play by Murray, getting by the contact inside.
And talking about a player like Keegan Murray, it's hard not to be excited about his young man's future.
A 6'8" small forward, and you know how important wing depth is in the league right now. He can really shoot it from deep. He's definitely a player you're going to want to watch moving forward.
And let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for San Antonio.
Well, so far, their long-range shooting has been the story, doing damage from deep.
Also, they're getting into the teeth of the defense. Points in the paint, something coaches always love to see.
GA, we've seen it over the last couple of years. The center position has come back into vogue.
And, Kevin, we were seeing teams go small, lots of 4s, even traditional 3s play the 5. But with MVP-level seasons from guys like Jokic and Embiid, the center isn't quite extinct yet.
Good on the second free throw.
Westbrook is always at the top of the league in attempts, but doesn't shoot a great percentage.
Murray against Westbrook. A floater. Murray, good.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Now the pass to Poole. That's good, and so Westbrook comes up with the assist. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
This is what you love to see. Westbrook setting up his teammates on time, on target.
The shot by Clarkson, no good. And so Miller will bring it up for the Spurs. It's a 3-point game. And while we've got a moment, I'd send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Thank you, Kevin. Giannis Antetokounmpo remains so consistent. He said, I want to get to the position that my game is boring. People don't talk about it because I do it every single night, but I don't get bored. The greats, the best players, never get bored. They always give their best every given night. That's my mindset. Kevin?
Oh, D.A., I love it. Thank you so much for the report.
And after that ragged first quarter, they're getting some momentum, some confidence. Nice flow.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Antetokounmpo is a monster inside.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. Hey, Greg, what do you like about Brandon Miller's game?
You know, Kevin, for me, his combination of length and skill is something every team is looking for. The key in his development will be adding strength and enhancing his ability to attack off the bounce.
Changes here for the Spurs. And Simmons, he's checked in for Williams. And Victor Wembanyama has subbed in for Maxi Kleber. And Dallas with a change here too. Lowry's checked in. Miller, no up.
And the activity he shows around the rim is why he is such a respected defender.
Yeah, you can see why he's established that reputation. Strong understanding of how to defend at the rim.
6 on the shot clock. Here's Antetokounmpo. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. That's on Ben Simmons.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That one is off.
I think what makes Giannis special is how uncomplicated he is. The man is just an incredible, pure athlete who simply loves the game of basketball. That's all there is to it.
KD's checked in for Miller. And he sinks the second. Here's Westbrook. And Benyama outside. And they call it a little screen here.
When a pick like that is questionable, it creates that much of an advantage for the offense. You have to blow the whistle.
You gotta blow the whistle when it's that obvious. Great call there by the official.
Looking at who's out there now for the Spurs. Robert Williams, he's checked in for Ben Simmons. And it's Cunningham in for Russell Westbrook. Here's Giannis. Can't tie it up as that one misses. For San Antonio, they've gone 3 of their first 5 shots to drop here in the second quarter. The kick out to Poole. Nice ball movement by San Antonio. And Cunningham gets it to go on the assist from Poole.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Here's Giannis. Wow, Giannis with a strong finish inside.
Yeah, boy, the length of Giannis to get to the miss, and then the offensive ability to do damage afterward.
And here's Poole for 3. That one's good. Maybe that'll get him going after a 2 for 6 start.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Murray down low, guarded by Poole. Williams with the block. And that's out of bounds. Dallas will retain possession.
Checking in for the Mavericks. Isaiah Stewart, Torian Prince, Jalen Green.
Shot clock at 3. Lowry inside the line. That shot off. Cunningham with some nice D. And Benyama outside. Over Giannis. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
The Spurs have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
Last year, collectively, only 74% from the line.
First one falls for him.
A generational talent. For Wembanyama, the sky is the limit and the reality.
And both free throws good for Wembanyama.
No surprise there. He's about as automatic as it gets from the stripe. I hope I didn't jinx him.
Dallas calls timeout.
Trying to find some answers offensively.
Yeah, they need to regroup and maybe try and draw something up that can get them a clean look at the basket.
These players have excelled at setting up their teammates this month. The 2K leaderboard shows us the recent assist leaders. Third is Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Really been in sync with his teammates over that period. I mean, his passing has been phenomenal.
To the inside, Prince. That falls. Nice feed that time from Kyle Lowry.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Really unfazed. Throw his height right out the window there.
Here's Cunningham. Doesn't go that time. Good work defensively by Lowry.
He's been off. Still, they're up, so not all is lost.
And that is a textbook example of how to defend your rim.
This is why he's out there. In situations like this, he stands tall to prevent points.
Oh, the silky smooth three from KD.
They've given up a lot of three-pointers here today.
Antetokounmpo passes to Lowry. Poole against Green. And the layup's good off the glass.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
What an entrance to the league Jalen Green has had.
So much success early on in his career, and it was expected. He's a scoring machine. Anything he's asked to do on the floor, he can get it done.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wembanyama. Dorian Finney-Smith checked in for Jordan Poole.
Dorian Finney-Smith.
Here's Antetokounmpo. San Antonio with the rebound. Wembanyama's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Goes up the baseline. It's hauled in by Stewart. Mavericks trailed by 7. Now here's Lowry. And that'll be Dallas as it goes out of bounds. Mavericks retain possession. Clarkson, he's checked in for Kyle Lowry.
Clarkson.
Antetokounmpo finds Green. Shot clock at 5. And the foul on Dorian Finney-Smith. That is his first foul of the game.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
Green taking his time here. Count it. His second make in 4 attempts.
Look, I don't care if Green is shooting from outside or in the paint close. This man finds a way.
Cunningham up top, guarded by Green. Here's Williams. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got his 4th rebound in this one.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Wembanyama passes to Cunningham. Here's Williams. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
You know, still a raw talent, but Williams does have a reliable inside game that continues to get better.
Shot clock and game clock separated by less than 6 seconds. Here's Green. The rebound by Victor Wembanyama. Wembanyama has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Williams passes to Wembanyama. Now Durant. From past the arc. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him.
A bigger guard. Clarkson can match up with multiple positions, and he's improved his consistency at that end.
And so it's the San Antonio Spurs bringing the quarter to a close with a 7-point lead. From beyond the arc, they've been absolutely tremendous. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge, standing by courtside. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Here with Coach Greg Popovich. Pop, what do you think was the key to having such a strong first half?
We played good D.
That was 4 words. Thanks, Pop. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get the third quarter started.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. A tremendous start for Kevin Durant. He had 11 points, 2 block shots, and 1 assist. And Shaq, what are your thoughts on how San Antonio played?
Ball movement was a real factor for them in offense. They played unselfishly with patience. The guys got shots in their favorite spots. When you get those high percentage looks, good things tend to happen.
And Kenny, how'd you think the Mavericks were playing?
Well, don't get me started with their perimeter deep. They're standing around flat, not closing down on quickly enough. The result is way too many open threes, and at halftime, the deficit, that couldn't be avoided.
And that's a wrap. With the third quarter approaching, we now send you back to Kevin and the crew.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. What a game we're seeing from Kevin Durant.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
If they don't change their approach in the second half, let's just say his success will continue.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. They've got Robert Williams. Durant is up there with Wembanyama. Then there's Jordan Poole. And it's Cunningham in at the point guard. That's the San Antonio 5. Pass to Wembanyama. Shoots over Clarkson. The inside shot. A second chance effort. And Wembanyama with the layup. Wembanyama has got the lead up to 9 now for the Spurs. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, and he lays in the alley-oop.
Not just a scorer. Clarkson is very willing to dish it when a teammate's open.
Cunningham outside. Durant kicks to Cunningham. Driving inside. Here's Wembanyama. And that one is off. Great D that time from Giannis. Pass to Murray. Clarkson with the ball. Back to Murray. And it's good off the back rim and in. And it's 6 points for Jamal Murray.
And that's what you're looking to do. Get your best scorers something within the flow of the offense.
Cunningham with it. And it's Clarkson picking him up.
And they have started out this quarter shooting just 20%. Let's just say this is not the way they wanted to open the second half.
Giannis passes to Murray. Now, here's Clarkson. Shot clock at 6. The 3. Wembanyama with the rebound. Spurs leading by 5. Cunningham with it. He has 7, and it's blocked. And that'll be San Antonio as it goes out of bounds. Spurs retain possession. So San Antonio going with an almost entirely new group here. Ben Simmons, he's checked in for Robert Williams. Maxi Kleber comes in for Wembanyama. Miller's checked in for Kevin Durant. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Cunningham. The Mavericks also with a sub. Kyle Lowry, he's checked in for Jordan Clarkson. Miller with a wide open look. No good on the quick 3. Mavericks trailed by 5. Here's Murray. The shot off that time. And so Miller will bring it up for the San Antonio Spurs. At the conclusion of this game, they're off to Washington. They'll face the Wizards. That will be a getaway game for them, a 1-game road trip. Here's Lowry. A rebound by the Spurs. Miller finds Simmons. Here's Westbrook. Outside, Simmons. 6 to shoot. And here's Miller outside. Once again off the mark by San Antonio. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many.
There's Giannis taking flight.
And one of the most athletic players in the league. Giannis makes those alley-oop jams look easy.
San Antonio calls timeout.
They're trying to stem the tide here.
On the wrong side of a scoring run here, we might see a lineup change. I'll be pretty curious.
Who wants a T-shirt out there? Let me hear you.
And why don't we take a chance now to see which teams have been the NBA's highest scoring squads this month. Number 5, the Spurs.
I just love their offensive flow lately. I mean, this is a dominant team offensively because of that rhythm and pace.
And Simmons kicks to Kleber. Outside Westbrook. Six on the shot clock. Miller outside. Trying to end the drought. The Mavericks pull it in. Giannis has got rebound number 7 for him tonight.
And let's be honest, they're winning in spite of his atrocious shooting performance.
And this system thrives on Murray's aggression. When he attacks, you can just feel the energy. And when he lays back, the offense becomes stagnant.
First trip to the line for him here.
Jamal Murray.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
And he makes the first. So he gets them both. San Antonio's gone 7 of 15 from three-point range tonight. They're not afraid of that shot. Westbrook passes to Miller. Wants to get it to Westbrook and does. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. And here we go. Fast break. Murray's got it. Dallas, no good that time either. San Antonio leading. Passes it to Poole. There's the dish to Westbrook. Miller outside. And the pass to Kleber. His first shot coming late. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up.
I'll tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
The Spurs have shot 5 of 6 at the foul line tonight.
Line for San Antonio, Maxi Kleber. 2 shots.
And the first one at the line is good. Dorian Finney-Smith's checked in for the Spurs. Taurean Prince, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Green comes in for Kyle Lowry. He hits one and misses one, each at the line. And so Giannis will bring it up for the Mavericks. Since the second half started, they've only given up 3 points. Murray, good.
And there's an aggression to Murray's game, willing to battle there for the bucket.
Out to the right wing. Right side, Westbrook. Back to Simmons. Over Murray. Again, the miss by the Spurs.
Looked like he just rushed it there. Just maybe take a little bit more time in the future.
They kick it out to Green. For the lead over Westbrook. Here's Lively. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Mavericks lead by 2.
Yeah, they're going to have a nice little run here.
Simmons feeling it out a bit. Out to Miller. Left side, Westbrook. Hits the three-point bomb. Westbrook's got 6 points.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Murray, the pass to Lively. That's in there. Murray with the assist.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
Miller outside. No good on the triple.
And the well is running dry for him right now. Nothing.
Assist goes to
an amazing athlete. The length, speed, the Giannis is borderline impossible to guard when he is playing downhill.
And that last look brought to you by the AT&T 5G Slam King. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. In addition to going over the game plan and making whatever necessary adjustments have to be made, Greg, this timeout also the time for players to get rehydrated or hydrate for the first time with some Gatorade. Plenty of basketball still to be played here, and they have to get recharged.
That's a great point. Without proper hydration, a player can completely run out of gas down the stretch of a game. And that's something that none of these guys can afford to have happen. If you're going to battle all the way to the finish, you have got to be hydrated.
A different look now for San Antonio. Wembanyama, he's checked in for Maxi Kleber. Durant comes in for Miller. And Kate Cunningham subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Clarkson, he's checked in for Dallas. Durant, the pass to Wembanyama. Drills it from outside. Wembanyama's got the game tied up here for the Spurs.
Yeah, that's back-to-back threes. The D just seems to be slacking off a little bit.
Outside, Green. Nice open look, but it's no good.
Oh, man, that's tough. That's definitely one he'd like back. Almost too wide open.
And it's blocked. At the elbow, it's Prince. Up again, and it's Clarkson on the follow. Clarkson's got 11 points. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Mavericks.
All you have to do is look at one stat, and that is their block numbers. It tells you how tight their D has been. They've been going out of their way to smother the defense.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
Murray kicks to Prince. Over to the left wing. Here's Lively. Defended by Wembanyama. Nailed from three-point land. 9 points in the game so far.
With a hand in his face, Green, look, that's just nothing.
And here is Durant. He's got 11. Here's Finney Smith, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. It's still anybody's game as we've reached the end of 3. Mavericks lead by 3. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. Now let's take a look at our assist of the game presented by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
That's an unguardable pass, flat out. Give him credit for possessing that type of vision.
Get up, get ready.
3 tenths quarters behind us. 1 more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. On the floor for Dallas, Jordan Clarkson is out there with Keegan Murray. Then there's Murray. Then there's Lowry. And it's Lively in at the 5. Wembanyama left side. From 16 feet away, he can't score. Wembanyama has got the first basket as we get going in the fourth for San Antonio. The Mavericks leading. Clarkson outside. Here's Lively. He's guarded by Williams. Over Cunningham. And Lowry gets it to go. And the Mavericks lead by 3. And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Spurs. Fourth quarter just getting started. 1 minute in the books. Here's Poole. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
And you don't want to allow too many of those short ones with the game right now in the balance.
Outside Lowry. Knocked away. Taken away by Williams. Cunningham against Lowry. Cunningham looking it over. Over Lowry. Another one falls for San Antonio.
Effective from the mid-range. For Cunningham, it's about shooting with confidence.
And the Mavericks call time here.
And look who's coming out of the hardwood now. Get out of your seats, Spurs fans. Make some noise for your Spurs Hype Squad.
Antetokounmpo's checked in for the Mavericks. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Jason Kidd went over with his team. Now, they told the team, we're winning this game with our defense. All we need is a couple of stops. Keep your focus. We'll see if they can close it out. Kevin?
Thank you, David. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
Just simply overpowers the defense. Giannis flexing the muscles he's added to that near 7-foot frame.
One shot.
One shot.
Free throw good. Giannis. For San Antonio, they've gotten all 3 of their shots to drop here in the fourth quarter. They came out of the break on a roll. Cunningham passes to Williams. Outside, KD. Clock at 6. Murray with the defensive effort.
and he did everything he could to make that shot as difficult as possible.
Excellent D, avoided fouling and got in perfect position to alter that shot.
San Antonio trailing here. And there's the feed to Durant. Basket counts.
If you feed KD, this man is going to do this all night long.
The Mavericks have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Lively, and he takes the feed in stride and slams it home.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Cunningham outside. Three-pointer. Offensive rebound. Williams. The kick out to Cunningham. Pass to Wembanyama. Shot clock at 6. Here's KD. And looks like the illegal kick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
That's his first turnover of the game, and that only goes to show how well he's taken care of the ball to this point.
On the wing, Giannis. Outside Lowry. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen. And the upcoming schedule for the Mavericks. On Friday, they'll go up against LeBron James and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll face off against Paul George and the Charlotte Hornets. Cunningham passes to Wembanyama. A miss that time would have put him up. And it's Antetokounmpo with the ball. He'll bring it up for Dallas. The lead is 2, and that one good from Clarkson.
You want to know why they're winning? It's because of his play offensively.
Guys, they're looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
Takes the 13-footer. It's rebounded by Dallas. Murray's got his 4th rebound in this one.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising. It's such a tight game. And defensively, they've gotten a little careless, not playing with the same focus we saw in the first.
A 3 from Wembanyama. He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
This is not the same guy we saw in the first half. Credit him for finding a way to shake off those first 2 quarters.
Good on the shot. 16 points for Jordan Clarkson.
And there's a pattern starting to take shape here. They're working it inside and getting good shots from close range.
And there's the whistle on the shot. Took the foul, shot misses. He'll be shooting. Richard, how about this? A lot of guys you
So the Mavericks 5 right now. They've got Keegan Murray. Jordan Clarkson is out there with Murray. Then it's Giannis Antetokounmpo, and it's Lively in at the center, locking down the middle. And Grant is someone whose career spanned eras. You feel playing defense is more difficult than it was 2 decades ago?
It's much more difficult, in part because the contact allowed is much more strict. Shooters can create contact and be rewarded with free throws, and the skill level on offense has truly raised. It makes it tough for the defender to really get down and play that tough-nosed defense.
And out of bounds, the Spurs will take it. Okay, here's what the schedule for the Dallas Mavericks looks like. On Friday, they'll be matching up with LeBron James and the Sacramento Kings. And then on Tuesday, they'll be facing Paul George and the Charlotte Hornets. And so it's San Antonio with it. They've only given up 5 points here in the fourth. Out of bounds, it'll go to the Spurs.
Spurs ball.
For San Antonio, they've gotten 5 shots out of 9 to go in this fourth. Oh, Poole can do that.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
And out of bounds, San Antonio will have it.
San Antonio ball.
San Antonio's gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Over to the wing. The 3 from Wembanyama. Give him that one. Now shooting 5. For 11 from the floor.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
I think they're playing too soft on the perimeter. They can't stay so soft. They've got to get up into the shooters here.
Now here's Clarkson. Back to Murray. Puts up a 3. Connects from downtown. Murray's got 8 points in the quarter.
Murray has that spirit of, you make one on me, I'm coming back at you for mine.
Time called here. San Antonio decides to talk it over. You know, Grant, last season for the Spurs, their worst winning percentage since 1997.
And for a franchise that's done so much winning, BA, kind of strange to see. I mean, 4 straight years missing the playoffs, but before that, 22 straight playoff appearances and 5 titles.
And now we present our New Balance player of the game, Jamal Murray.
Offensively, his focus was lasered up. I mean, whatever scheme the defense was working, he found a way to work through it, locating quality shots whenever he got his hands on the ball.
I'm telling you, the added pressure of the road really brings out the best in him. You can tell he enjoyed playing so well in front of an unfriendly crowd. And from the sideline, let's catch up with Allie.
Well, over the break, I listened in on Greg Popovich's huddle. Coach wanted his guys to ignore the scoreboard. He said, don't even look at the numbers. Just take it possession by possession, make every chance count, and we'll see where we stand at the end of this game. Back to you guys.
And Allie, thanks.
This is one of those nights where Murray was just determined to take over, and he's carried through with that determination.
Now Durant. Shoots from the elbow. Durant owning the inside.
Nice move to get inside and create a good look for himself.
Here's Antetokounmpo. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way.
He is creeping up in those all-time conversations. Giannis has won regular season and Finals MVP plus Defensive Player of the Year. Quite the resume, and he is not done for a while, folks.
He misses the free throw. Lots of tough places to play in this league, Clark. Which team you think has the best home court advantage?
Well, I think a number of teams would fit into that category. The Nuggets, because of the geography and the toughness of the altitude there. But the Knicks, when they're good, there's a hard place to play. Portland, when the Blazers are rolling, is a heck of a home court advantage. Boston, with their history and the great teams they've had in the past and what they've had recently, those are some that come to mind for me.
And so it's Durant who brings up the ball for San Antonio. It's a 10-point game. Puts it up from 17. Again, the Spurs score.
I don't think KD's mid-range game gets enough recognition. I mean, if he has any kind of space, that mid-range shot is like a layup for him.
Now here's Antetokounmpo. And there's the call. It's going to be an illegal screen.
One of the trickier plays to judge, but it would be hard to argue against the call.
Yeah, you know, the officials aren't nearly as lenient as they used to be on that call. As a matter of fact, I know I got away with a lot of those in my playing days, but that was 40 years ago.
Oh, plenty of contact on that shot. Officials call the foul, and he'll take 2 free throws now. It's on Keegan Murray.
Boy, that's a tough take there by Durant. He gets off the shot, his finesse coming into play there, and he's able to draw the foul as a result.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
He drops the first one, and that narrows the gap to 7.
Talk about a modicum of consistency. Kevin Durant has played at an elite level since he's been in the league, and that's a lot of years, and continuing to do just that.
And both free throws good for Durant.
Those are big free throws. Now they need some defensive stops.
Murray against Cunningham. Pass to Murray. We've got 1:28 left in the final quarter. Clock at 6. San Antonio with a rebound. Wembanyama's got his 8th rebound here tonight. To the paint. Here's Williams. Lively grabs a miss.
You know, I think the effort on defense there has everything to do with why he missed that shot. Well done.
Murray. Another shot. No good at the rim.
A perfect example of how to protect the rim.
And you know, guys, I love his fight and grit on the interior. I mean, he never lets a shot go uncontested.
Already in year 1, Wembanyama hitting shots in crucial parts of the game.
On the wing, Durant. Defended by Murray. Offensive rebound. And that's an intentional foul.
First personal foul. 3rd team foul.
We've got 33 seconds left in the game. And an intentional foul right there.
2nd personal foul. 4th team foul.
He gets the first, and that puts him up 5.
Taking 2 shots.
So he gets them both, and it's a 6-point ball game.
You know, important for him to come through at the line there because they want to expand that lead.
Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're losing by 6. 32 seconds left in the 4th. Guys, your thoughts?
and they're going to have to work fast coming out of the timeout.
Okay, they're going to draw up a play here, I think, to get a shot right off of the inbounds pass and not waste too much time at all.
Durant with another miss.
I'll tell you what, the defense was lucky there. I mean, leave him that open from range, he'll typically knock it down.
14 at the line for the Mavericks. Giannis Antetokounmpo. 2 shots.
Good on the first, and that makes it a 7-point lead. And he hits both free throws here, and it's an 8-point ball game. So it's San Antonio now. Durant with the bucket.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Second personal foul. Team is in the penalty. At the line for the Mavericks, Jordan Clarkson.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Really a good free throw shooter. You'd like to see Clarkson get to the line even more because of that.
And so both free throws good, and it's an 8-point ball game. Timeout called, the Spurs. They trail by 8. 20 seconds left in the fourth quarter here.
It's time to fire off some T-shirts. The loudest section gets one. Who wants one? Substitution on the court.
20 seconds left in the final quarter. San Antonio again missing. Ooh, stolen by Westbrook. Back come the Spurs in transition.
Yeah, you better mind the ball when you've got Russell Westbrook defending you. This guy stays in front, and he's got active, aggressive hands.
And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, and there's no question they have to foul. Now, I'm sure they would have preferred to avoid it.
They didn't really have another option. I mean, I thought they did a nice job getting it in his hands and making sure he was the guy who'd go to the line.
2 shots.
So the first one drops, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You can just see and feel the passion behind the play of Kyle Lowry. It's like he's always got something to prove every time he's out there, and that energy is contagious. It spreads to his guys as well.
Second one is good, getting both at the line, and it's an 8-point ball game. Time called here. The Spurs decide to talk it over. They're trailing by 8. Just 4 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. All right, guys, what do you think?
And time's running short. They just couldn't get over that hump.
You know, maybe working on their 60-second drill, even if it doesn't pay off tonight, maybe for the future.
Substitution on the court.
Here's Durant. Gets the jumper from the corner to fall.
This is what puts KD in elite company. He's so good at catch and shoot.
And so it's Dallas winning this one. They played the villain tonight, and they played it well.
Yes, they did. You know, you have two choices. You can either succumb to the hostility in this arena, or you can feed off of it and use it as motivation. They did the latter.
Well, now we have some time to check in with Allie LaForce. Allie.
Giannis, you survived an intense rally down the stretch. How would you...
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again.